Get your spelunking gear, because we're going into the man cave.
Welcome to the ManCave weekly live stream. I'm joined this week by Andy.
Hey.
And Mike.
Hi, sorry for that.
I don't apologize. Could be a weekly feature, I think. That was so what was that, if I have to ask? Something, it all happened so quick.
Oh, basically, whenever I'm bored during my commute back home, I just start thinking in Trailer Man voice.
Trailer Man voice.
Interesting.
You know, when you go,
In a world.
Yeah. This
In
alter
a
ego.
for time.
I thought you meant Trailer Man like I live in a trailer.
oh, no.
No. Hey there, Brandy.
How you doing there? We got some possum on the stove.
I sure
You
did
wanna-
vote for Donald Trump. He's the best in the world, baby.
You sure got a pretty mouth.
I just like that we've lost the Southern Belt.
To be honest, we had to have them first to lose them. So,
Indeed, yes.
how you doing, guys? We are one week removed because we put up our Comic Con. So, I apologise if anybody did tune in last week. I know that our limited viewing figures are probably people that watch us after the event. But yeah, what have you guys been doing? What did you do with your week off?
I don't remember.
It's all a blur.
It really is, yeah.
What did we do?
I started my new job. That's about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
how's
yeah.
that?
Yeah, it's great. It's
You
good.
weren't feeling very well last week as well. How did that go for you with your new job and everything?
All awful, but you know, like I coped and life goes on. Yeah. Can't say much more than that, to be honest.
Mm.
I got ill after the election. I'm not joking. I genuinely got ill.
Or the political spectrum is very vast at the moment. There's a lot of feelings out there. It's been a bit of a year for that, hasn't it? With Brexit and over here. I think we've got both sides. Our American cousins seem to be going through a bit of turmoil as well with what the people want. Powers of the people.
You want the people need.
But nobody knows.
Nobody wanted this.
Well, obviously, a majority voting public did.
No,
So-
they didn't. Let's not go there.
Yeah. That's not standard ceremony.
I know this is the world we live in with the social media. It's not all cut and dry at the moment. It's kind of
Yeah.
like, you know, people are so influenced. There's so many more ways to get information out there, whether it be miss or correct. That's all it is. But anyway, yeah. But the Comic Con video went up, and
Did it?
yeah, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Quite enjoyed it.
Good fun.
Somebody liked it.
Yeah.
We got our one like.
Oh,
So yeah, that's pretty good.
this, Liam, this I've got to show you because it is glorious. You'll know what this is. Okay.
Yay! Oh man, you got
This
yours. I'm gonna
is-
put a camera on it.
Ah.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Visit
Um,
Gotham by ferry.
My one's almost there.
Yeah.
My one is
vintage art there.
that's lovely. That is. It does remind me of Visit Harwich on the Continent, the old posters that they've got, the retro posters, because they were in that kind of Art Deco sense. I'll have to get a picture up now of one of those just to show you in comparison. But that's brilliant. I haven't put mine up yet, Mike. I've got my Iron Man to put up, but I've been busy decorating, so it's been all go for the decorating.
I've got my one of many purchases on at the moment, and I'm not sure how good it's going to look on this camera. But
Yeah,
that
it looks
is,
pretty good. Oh man, the Witcher in a swamp.
Yeah,
Yes.
with a couple of bog trolls.
Yeah, that was as mentioned on the Comic Con video, I
Yeah,
believe.
Yeah.
indeed.
We've come full circle. So-
Sorry.
Cool. Right. Well, as we get started then, I have a game review
Go.
to add this week. So my game review, which is a game that I actually took Monday off. I had a day off on Monday and I played, it
A game so
all
good, you had to
day.
take a day off work.
I took a day off to give it
Called a
its.
sickie. Oh my god.
It wasn't a sickie. It was actual annual leave. But, yeah, it was actual annual leave for it. But I tell you what, it was so good. It was really, really good. It's Titanfall 2.
Ooh.
Titanfall 2. It landed. Titanfall 1, obviously, only on the Xbox, released 2 years ago. When the Xbox One, it was a release game for the Xbox One, and everybody could not believe the amount of potential this game had. The only thing was there was no single player campaign. It was multiplayer. It was multiplayer, which wasn't as didn't live up to the potential of what the concept is. And the concept being, you're a futuristic space soldier, okay, in kind of Call of Duty GARMS, FPS. This is a first-person shooter. So you've got the high-tech weaponry, which is almost the same as normal weaponry with a few little extra gadgets. You add some wall running, which is a great mechanism for getting around quickly. And you basically shoot members of the other team. But then when you shoot enough of members of the other team, you get to call a Titan down. Titan is a huge mechanoid, which you can actually call from the sky, and it lands in the middle of the battlefield. You jump in it, and then you operate a full-size mechanoid, a huge giant on the battlefield. And yeah, the game just changes. It just changes into, this mad tank battle. Now, the first game, it was very limited because the Titan was pretty generic, I think. It was, you could have a bit of a loadout and stuff like that. This game, they have 6 Titans with all different kind of skills and loadouts. The wall running, the weapons in it, just everything feels so quick. And so well polished. I mean, it is so much fun, this game. I cannot stress. I mean, I've been looking at reviews for this for the past couple of weeks, and it came out of nowhere, this game as well. It really did. Nobody expected it to be as good as it is. The campaign is one of the best campaigns I've played in a first-person shooter. It's probably, I can't even remember when I played a first-person shooter this good. I probably back to Advanced Warfare, the Call of Duty game. Yeah. Is probably the first kind of campaign where I actually felt, I'm part of a story. I'm actually doing this. This is such a good story. It's sort of a buddy action movie with you and your Titan stranded in a remote world, trying to fight your way back and, get the forces, that you're fighting, stop the evil plan. I'm not going to give spoilers. There's some game mechanics in it which have not been used before, and they're almost reminiscent of Half-Life 2, a bit of Portal. The wall running puzzles in it where you have to traverse different levels. It's almost a platformer type situation, but a really clever and fast one rather than a kind of like a clunky platform situation. It's just brilliant. I mean, there's one bit in it where you were sliding around hundreds of enemy and you were just like taking them out with absolute precision. It just is so much fun. And then when you jump into the Titan, you take on this totally different gameplay, whereas you've just this massive brute force entity on the battlefield where you're just owning everything. But then you got other Titans to fight and everything, and they've even got boss battles are back. So you suddenly get a boss battle against the other Titans with special horrible enemies that are like, there's a bad German guy and there's a cocky English girl, and it's really good. The only thing I can actually, you liked John Wick, didn't you? You like John Wick. You guys like John Wick. Both you saw that, right? Yeah. The way that he traversed, jumped around corners, and took out people is the sort of gameplay that we're talking about. That's how badass you feel. You feel like bullets are just sliding off of you. You really do. You feel like you're John Wick, and I mean, I've never thought that was a major selling point, but it absolutely is. I've got some. I'm just going to put up a few little screenshots so that we know what we're talking about here. Yes, there we go. So I've got a few up there, but I mean, it's Titan against Titan. Just, I mean, I've got my favorite loadout all money. I played the full 6 hours. It's about 6 hours of campaign. It's not that long, but it feels like a decent amount. You actually get through nearly all of the mechanics in the game, and it sets you up for all the different Titans as well, and you slowly progress all the different Titans all the way through, so you can actually find what kind of Titan will suit your gameplay. And the fun modes in the multiplayer is where the main game is. I'll probably go back to the campaign, but the main thing is that you play multiplayer. And the game modes are fun. There's a thing called bounty on there, which is a new take. Whereas if the more you kill, the more money you get, and then you get certain points where you have to go to the bank and deposit. But it's almost a kind of a risk reward situation where you have to risk losing the amount by dying, or banking early. Really good level design. Really good kind of like nice, expansive. This game looks wonderful as well. I mean, I'm playing it on the PC, and it's so crisp. I've had one. I've got it on the insane textures, and I've dropped that down to very high because I was getting a little bit of freeze. That could be a memory block on my PC because I've got quite a good graphics card. But other than that, I've found it absolutely brilliant. It is. I cannot recommend this game more. I would probably say it's definitely in the Game of the Year conversation for everybody, because it is such fun. And playing this, I'm actually going to try and play this on multiplayer tomorrow night at a gaming cafe that I'm going to, or a gaming bar. We're going to try and get some games going of this because it is just so much fun. The dynamic of it changing during gameplay. You could be up, your team could be up, and then suddenly someone drops a Titan and starts owning everything, and then all of a sudden, whoa, the whole game's changed. It's that shift in momentum which really keeps the game fresh and new. Whereas you don't feel as if that, as soon as you get in there, you're just like, well, I've died about 18 times with my spawn because everybody knows where all the spawn points are and stuff. It hasn't got to that level yet, but I feel that the way they've balanced the gameplay, I don't think, everybody has their specialties that they can add to it. And it's really good. I was so happy with it. It's really, really good. So
I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely my fight. 5 out of 5. My favorite Titan is Tone. So Tone is if you get 3 shots with Tone, he's got like this kind of, it's not a grenade launcher, but it's like a heavy cannon. If you hit your target with 3, then you get Tone, which is a lock on, and then you can hit him with a small missile barrage. But then his super, when you hit his super, he can launch this absolute salvo of missiles, but you don't have to shoot it directly at him. If he's got his shields up, you can actually launch him into the air, and you see this swarm of missiles go round and actually get him from behind. It's awesome. It really is. There's some other Titan stuff that's good, like laser cores that open up. The Titans will have their specialties. There's one that flies. There's one that carries a samurai sword around, so the Titan can run up, and if he gets in close, yeah. So he's the fast one. So he's a fast Titan. He's in for stealth and guerrilla tactics. So he'll run in, he'll make some quick chops to the Titan, and he'll be out again. And like I said, it gives you. It's not just like being in a tank. You take on the personality of the Titan that you actually take on, and you take on the traits, and you can unlock the different Titans and quite easily, so that you can get all that gameplay in. So yeah, it's really good. You also got a grapple hook, which is quite cool for getting around the level as well. You can hook onto the back of Titans. Say if Andy, if you were in a Titan, I could hook onto the back of it. I could rodeo it, I could actually just be there helping you, like shooting guys on the back of your Titan, and we'd be fighting together on the back of it.
Cool.
I can even go onto other Titans, like enemy Titans, sneak onto them, grab their battery pack, pull that out of them, give that to another Titan, or take it back into my own, and then take grenades and then throw them down the battery core, and it will explode the Titans from within.
Brilliant.
Oh, it's just so sick. When you get things off like that, you just go, yeah.
It sounds like sci-fi war porn to me.
Oh, mate, it was. It'll get you drooling. It really will. It really is. I can't recommend it enough. So I will try and do some streams of it, because I think it's really worth it. It's just so much fun. Unfortunately, people have to watch me play, which is not good at the moment. I need to put some hours in. But I'll probably be playing on Friday. I think I got a day off on Friday, so I'll probably play a little bit on there. I'll try and stream a little bit as well.
Cool.
So that'd be good. So yeah, that was my exciting view of Titanfall. Yeah, Titanfall 2. But yeah, if you can play it, even if you can get a demo of it, guys, there might even be demos available on PSN. Just try it, man. It's so much fun. So much fun. Rightio. Who's up next? We have a few more things on there.
I'll go. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So my review for this week is a film which came out last week, which was Arrival.
All right.
Sort of the big new film of the moment. So starring Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner and Forrest Whitaker, and directed by Denis Villeneuve, I think he's called. Yeah, it's a sci-fi in the sort of vein of bit of 2001, bit of Solaris, and quite a heavy bit of Contact as well, which is a film that I like. And it's about aliens that come out of nowhere. They land their spaceships on or hover above Earth, and it's sort of the why are they here? How do we communicate with them question. It was absolutely the best film that I've seen this year.
Whoa. Whoa. Hold on a second.
It's so good. It's not the fact that it's got aliens in it and that sort of thing is just one aspect of it. It's not really about the aliens. It's all about it's kind of about her story. There's a really good backstory to her. So she's a linguist who has at some point had a baby, had a child. That child's grown up to be about, I don't know, 8 or 9, and then the child's died of cancer.
Oh.
So that's the beginning of the film.
Whoa.
That's not even a spoiler.
It's a bit rough.
Then she, it's all of a sudden the military comes to her, says, we aliens have landed. We're not able to communicate with them. You're a linguist. How do we do that? That's pretty much the beginning of the film. The acting, the special effects, the direction, cinematography, music are all absolutely top notch. I mean, it's seriously good.
Is this a sort of homage to Close Encounters? Because I got that kind of vibe when I watched the trailer.
That's definitely another one which is a touchstone for it. But I think it kind of goes a bit beyond those. It's quite a spooky film in a way, but it's weird the way that time seems to sort of mesh together. It's really hard to explain, but you just need to see it. And
it's a giant pumice stone.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's sort of how did they get here? Like, what the hell is that thing that's floating above? How does it move? How does it operate? Where's the engine? Like, it doesn't make sense. So, and the film does a really good job of. I don't want to say it explains everything, because that's pretty boring. It there's still questions, but it does quite a good job of addressing a lot of those niggling issues that you're going to be having. And yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. The music in it as well, which is by Swedish guy Johan Johansson.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, not Swedish, Icelandic. He very, very spooky. It's one of those scores that you sort of think to yourself, God, there's music in this, and then you're like, oh my God, this music is really, really, really freaking me out now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not like a Hans Zimmer tune where all you can hear
it's
is
nothing like that.
Yeah. That's it. That is Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
And
the last thing is the actual designs of the aliens themselves, and you do get to see them, but it's really freaky, very, very well put together.
So because I was always disappointed with a film like Contact, a bit of a cop out that they didn't actually show the aliens.
No, they
During
didn't,
the
did they?
Contact,
I always think it depends on how you handle it, how the director handles it. I mean, you can tell early on in a film whether it's going to be a kind of film where, the big shock is going to hinge on the revelation of the aliens, or whether, they're like, no, you're going to see them up front from the start, and, you're going to get your thrills from elsewhere. I always found it way spookier if you don't see them and it's all implied in that sense. So, but I mean, I haven't seen it. I'm very interested in seeing this. The thing that I gathered from the trailers, and Andy, you can correct me if I'm onto something here. It feels like a film less about the aliens themselves and more about how the humans react to the news of aliens arriving.
There is a lot of that, yeah. It's sort of the international politics, and how would human society actually react to all of this?
Yeah, exactly.
It's really interesting from that analysis as well.
The day that Earth stood still.
But that's only part of it, and the more important side is the more human side, which is Amy Adams' character, and she doesn't get a bloody Oscar for this film. The whole process is flawed.
Really?
It's rigged, I'll tell you.
She has been given a lot of big movie roles, hasn't she? So maybe this
is something else. She is totally better than any other competition this year. She's so good.
Brilliant. That's definitely one that I actually want to look at. No, I saw the trailer. I went to the movies last Wednesday, and I saw the trailer for it. I was like, this looks very interesting.
I don't think it's going to do very well at the box office. So I think it's done all right so far, but it's not going to.
Is it a long movie?
Let's have a look. It is. Good question. Just under 2 hours.
That's brilliant running time.
Yeah. Not too bad.
But I can see what it is, because the masses will want. There's an alien film. I want to see explosions. I want to see laser beams. I want to see tentacles strangling scientists in a chamber like that.
I know a film that you would really like. I watched Independence Day 2 on Sunday night.
Well, that's exactly what I'm referring to. It's.
Oh no.
The masses will want that type of film, whereas I like to think that some people will say, there is a place for that, but there's also a place for more intellectual, not even intellectual, smarter alien invasion films like this one. It really does.
And this is, I mean, it uses the special effects so effectively. Something like Independence Resurgence, you've got massive monolithic, a spaceship the size of America landing on Earth, and it just looks absurd. It doesn't look real. It doesn't matter how much money you throw at the CGI, it never looks real. And this does it in a way which sort of blends the real with the CGI, and it kind of uses real landscape and real mist and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden there's this strange spaceship just hanging there. And the first time you see the spaceship it literally gave me anxiety in that film. It's so freaky.
It sounds like it does heavily rely on the cinematography. Would you definitely recommend people watch this on cinema then?
Yeah, like if
Okay.
it won't be the same film watching it at home.
Okay, cool. That's good to know, because I was like, I'll make a special trip to the cinema to watch it, because it does look like something that needs to be. There's a lot of space movies coming out. Space movies are back, aren't they? We've got Passengers, which I saw advertised as well, with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
All set on. So we've got Rogue One.
Yeah.
We've got this Arrival.
You got that one that was a French director that did Fifth Element.
Oh yeah, it's the one. It's
Ghost in the Shell.
Title.
Oh,
It's got Valerian in it, so it feels like a film that already makes me want to go to sleep.
yeah.
Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So that one.
Ghost in the
Mars.
Shell isn't a space movie, is it? So
Yeah.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, I suppose it's more of an anime.
yeah.
So we've got a lot of. I mean, movie seasons. We are in movie season. It's all the run up now. All the review copies come out now. If anybody's watching, I'll be happy to receive any review copies for us to review and do review purpose content. But yeah, this time of year is great, because all the major studios just go, right, let's go. All of the movies come out, and there's a lot up and coming that looks quite interesting.
Well, it's awards season coming up, so it's going to be all the films that are going to be hotly tipped for all these SAGs and Golden Globes and Academy Awards,
Oscars, BAFTAs.
BAFTAs.
I think I've managed to actually predict 6 out of the 7 major categories in the Oscars last year, and I managed to watch all the Oscar nominations and all the BAFTA nominations, all the main ones. It was almost like a challenge to watch all of those films before they came, before the award ceremony, and we managed to do it.
Oh yeah. So, one year I managed to watch all of the animated shorts. That was a really good one. Like that was, whichever year it was, I think it was like 2010 or something. And those like really quality. I might try and do that again this year.
Well, remember you got that anime one that we mentioned the other week was My Name, which is which opened up the BFI Film Festival.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the one to check out. That's on my read list. So cool. Thank you very much for that, mate. That sounds like a good one. So we're 2 for 2. So is it going to be a third with the next review coming up from Mike? Mike, what you got for us?
Well, I'm a bit nervous about this, because I'm going to be reviewing a character I know is very close to Andy's heart. So
that's all right. I've already done it on the show.
Judge Dredd America, graphic novel that I read recently. And
have I got the right thing here? I've got the complete one.
Written by John Wagner or Wagner.
I think it's Wagner, yeah.
Yeah. Colin McNeil.
Mike?
Oh, what's he done? We have a freeze. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a technical freeze. Look at it.
Damn, it's just
can I just I'm just gonna I was just about to focus on his I can't even focus on his face now.
Oh dear.
I know.
I'll do the review. No, I won't.
So, Andy, Judge Dredd America.
I haven't read it for about 10 years, so that's going to be a hard one.
I've got some movies out. It's all right. We'll wait for him to rejoin. I'm sure we'll get a message in a minute. You should be able to click on the link.
I've got a holding topic though. Have you heard? We'll switch over to music quickly. Have you heard the new Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul albums?
Oh no, I haven't. Is that I heard they were bringing it out though?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okay, you picked it up, did you?
They're on Apple Music at the moment, and
cool.
Both very good. I only listened to bits of both of them. I won't say I've sat down at who's got the time at the moment, but you know, of what I've heard, very very good.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's so strange that they've come out at sort of the same time.
Well, are they separate albums or are they collab?
Separate albums. Yeah, I think I'm not sure when the De La Soul one came out. But
I wouldn't be surprised if they're touring together all around the US, because it seems like a natural fit.
Maybe I'm going to go and see De La Soul next year.
Oh, are you?
At the Roundhouse in Camden.
Oh,
But
cool.
Tribe Called Quest. I don't know if they're going to tour again because Five Dog's dead, isn't he? So
He is, yeah.
so it might be over. For
And
him.
I've got nothing else to add.
All right, man. We're just having a little side chat. So you go ahead with your review now if you're ready.
You've gone all stop motion on us. We're waiting for your internet to catch up. You've gone
Computer switched itself off for some reason.
Oh no.
Yeah, you've gone all kind of like almost like, you know, live broadcast from Afghanistan or something. It's all gone.
Okay.
You've paused again. Right. Okay. I'll try and get it'll catch up in a minute, but at the moment there's a little bit of delay. That's it. It looks like it's catching up now. Okay, I'll put back onto the main screen.
What's the issue? It just seems a bit odd.
Just start pulling cables out, Mike. Come on.
You're fine. Just do it.
Start there.
Oh wait, I know. No, it should be working in theory.
There you go.
Cool.
It is. You are. We got you now.
Cool. Yeah.
Don't stop peddling. Whatever you do.
Man pulls wires. Great.
Man pull wire. Computer.
Anyway.
Now.
And scene. Right. Basically,
Judge Dredd, America. There you
Judge
go.
Dredd, America. What's it about? I'll tell you what it's about, Liam. It's about this dude called Judge, and he's Dredd, and he's a judge. Anyway, the point is, I've been quite intrigued by the Judge Dredd comics, and I thought, Andy gave me one for my birthday, Origins. But the issue I always had with the Origins comic, it felt like a prequel, but for fans of titles. So it was full of references of stuff that you would get if you had read a lot of the comics that were set afterwards. So I did a bit of reading, and they said that a really good entry point for like newbies is actually Judge Dredd America, because it is fairly grounded compared to the other Judge Dredd titles. And it's the ironic thing is that Dredd hardly features in this comic. It's the actual characters are two rebels. One's called I've got them written down here, Bennett Beanie and America Hara, and it's more about them, which is at times, moving, romantic, and tragic all at the same time. And Judge Dredd kind of dips in and out of the plot. And I'm not going to go into detail about it because it is a real shocker. It's really compelling. It is, I've already said tragic, but at times, and it packs not one but two twists, which had my jaw drop both times when they occurred. And it really does pack a punch in that sense. And the thing that I find most fascinating is that he is not portrayed in a favorable light, I must say. In this comic, he's actually, he comes across as an unrepentant fascist. I think by not having him feature so much, you actually get a better sense of who he is, because this is exactly we say we didn't have when the two main characters say when they were kids they didn't have boogeyman stories. It wouldn't be the boogeyman who would come to get them in the scary stories. It would be the judges. Should behave because the judges will come and get you, and they knew they were real, so it terrified them even more. And at one point, Judge Dredd sums his character brilliantly when he says, "I'm not a good guy, but I am consistent."
Yeah,
and,
classic Dredd.
But and so depending on what direction the narrative goes, he is like I said, like a menace, like a big brother figure towering over you, constantly watching you. Other times he takes on the role as unlikely savior, as well. So I could see by the end of this comic where the appeal lies, and it's left me hungry for more Dredd actually, and I think I will pick up another one going forward.
Cool.
Brilliant.
Cursed Earth, Cursed Earth, Cursed Earth, Cursed Earth. That's
Fair.
all I'll say.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry, you completely missed that there, Mike.
Are we all here?
We're here. You seem to be stuck in some kind of dimension that freezes time.
Who, me or Andy?
You.
All right.
It's a bit jittery. It's a bit all over the place.
Well,
Oh, no,
luckily I'm done with my review, so...
Oh, very good. It's another one to read. I will be putting timestamps at the bottom of this because we've got like a review each, so people can quickly go to it. I'll put it in the description of what timestamp. So if you just want to come in for Mike's review of Judge Dredd or Arrival, then on it goes. When we don't, I'll make sure that those timestamps go in. Cool. So we've got some more content to go on the site. I will be trimming two special interviews, which we had with some special guests, courtesy of Mike, Dex and Maddie, two of our American cousins from overseas who have been to Comic-Con before. And it was really great to meet them. I mean, Mike, you can say, their background and everything, their pedigree.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, one of Maddie's been to every single Comic-Con since she was like, is all I can say. So she's got more experience than the three of us put together of comic book conventions and the comic book industry. And there's a man so comfortable in his skin, he had tickets to San Diego Comic-Con once and then decided not to turn up.
There you go.
What?
Spoiled for choice there. And he works for Google as well, so he's got to be cool. He was a quite cool guy. He was laughing that Google Daydream was on display.
I can tell you on good authority that people actually do say at Google, oh, that's not very googly, or that's not very googliness.
Googliness.
Like they talking
That's
the
not
internship.
very googly.
It's not very googly. It reminds me a little bit of Silicon Valley, that show where they basically take the mick out of Google as a kind of tech. If you guys have ever seen that, you should, because they call it Hooli. So there's this big tech firm called Hooli, which basically owns Silicon Valley, and it's Google, and everybody's kind of like, that's not the Hooli way, man. Sit on this beanbag, take a look.
Apparently that's how they speak, so
that's exactly what it is. Cool. So yeah, I'll get that. I'll get those. Hopefully, I'll probably maybe trim those up tonight and put those on as soon as they're pretty much ready to go. There'll be some more content available on the site. What are you guys up to this week? I'm going to the movies on Sunday. I'm going to watch Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in 4DX.
Oh, cool. Nice. I am going to go, hopefully, on Thursday night to watch The Train to Busan. Have you guys heard of that?
No. Oh, hold on.
Tell me what you think it is first. Okay.
I want to think it's... I think it was a Colin Firth movie, but it was.
No.
I think that's the railway.
I know it.
Man.
It is a Korean film about a man who's taking his daughter to Busan. So he's going from Seoul to Busan.
I know who he is now.
Along the way, there's a zombie infection.
Yeah, that's right. I saw I read the review in Empire. Yeah, I know what it is now.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, brilliant. So where are you seeing that? Are you going to a special cinema to watch that or something?
Picture House in the West End.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Picture House. Very good. Excellent. Yep. Mike, what are you up to? Are you doing anything, any weekend manoeuvres?
Well, I'd love to go see the movies, but ever since last year, it's become a bit more difficult for me to go. That's why I tend to review TV shows and graphic novels more.
We all have our things. Yeah, I know that. I get to the cinema as much as I can. By the way, guys, I've got to say, if you get an opportunity, Doctor Strange in 4DX is something else. It's really out there, and I imagine if anybody wants to take any LSD before they do it as well, they'd probably never come out of the cinema. They'd probably go into some dimension or something, because the special effects that are just coming at you through that entire film, and you're sitting there in a chair going like this, and there's water spraying on you, there's smells of when their powers are doing stuff, and yeah, it's madness.
I'd love to see it in IMAX, because they did a lot of it in the IMAX format.
Sorry, what was that?
To who? Because Michael started talking.
Yeah, I know. I heard about your IMAX, and then something. Mike said something.
Yeah, so I'd like to see it in the IMAX format, because that's good. Yeah, they filmed quite a chunk of it, the action scenes in particular, in that format. So yeah, that'd be quite good.
Cool. Excellent. Sorry, Mike, did you say something?
I just said it sounded like you're on LSD, so no, nothing.
LSD.
You contribute.
He sounds like a Roland 808 keyboard here now and again, because it does. It keeps going all synthy on your internet. Oh, it's not an advertisement for your internet provider, I don't think. So. Nope. Definitely not. Cool. That's it. But I must admit, your mic does sound good. Mic
does it? Oh,
yeah. It sounds even better when you got it really close to your face. It does sound very good. So there you go. Ready for the music. Right. Well, enough of our inane dribble. We will join you same time next week. Thank you very much for joining us. Please click on the links in the description. Please like and subscribe if you like the videos or dislike the videos. Like or dislike, we don't mind. Any feedback is good. Comments in the box below, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you to both of you for joining me, and it's goodbye from the ManCave team, plus the newest member, this little kitty. Oh, hey, look at the kitty. Oh, that is now the thumbnail for this episode. All right, thanks guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.